Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome, man. Welcome to Beyond Classic Rock. Today, man, I've got a complimentary quad coming your way. It's featuring the music of John Prine. I know of John Prine. I know that he's definitely a great and respected legend in the country folk rock arena. And that I also know that he passed away last year, sadly, from the coronavirus. So this is a very, very fitting time to be doing this because I've been doing a number of tributes, Dusty Hill a couple of days ago, then remembering Tommy Bolin. And so now, John Prine, same treatment, same focus. So man, I'm going to start with Souvenirs, followed by All the Best, followed by In Spite of Ourselves, and then finally Sam Stone. So before I pop this off though, I just want to give a shout out and a thanks to Rob Davison. Thank you, man. Appreciate the recommendation and providing the links. Rob says, "Hi Wayne, my next quad recommendation is from the late great singer-songwriter John Prine, who sadly died last year from COVID. These 4 tracks are all off of Live from Sessions at West 54th Concert. I very much prefer these live versions to the originals. Hope you like. Have a great day, Rob." Thanks, Rob. I appreciate it, man. So, okay. So all 4 tracks are from the same concert. And being that I want to kind of focus just a bit more on the man himself, kind of like doing like a tribute reaction. Let's do this. Let's focus on the man. And what we'll do is we'll kind of do these 4 songs in a back-to-back concert format. And then after that, we'll do a review of the man more so than song information. Let's do it that way. So, John Prine, Live from Sessions at West 54th. Live. Starting with Souvenirs. Let's get it.
This is a song, I think I wrote this just after I first started performing in this little club in
Cheers to
Chicago.
you.
It was called
Cheers to you, John.
The Fifth Peg. It was the kind of place where they let anybody get up on stage, and sing. So once I was assured of that, I got up. I sang 3 songs for these people, and it wasn't an audition. It was just like you could just get up there and sing. But they offered me a job. I couldn't believe it, and asked them how long you had to sing. So when they told me 60 minutes, I says, well, I went home and wrote the rest of the songs to fill up the other 60 minutes. And I'd been working there just Thursday nights. I worked there, and I was a mailman during the day, and I still didn't feel confident enough to quit the post office, So I was singing there on Thursdays, and I was going down about the 4th or 5th Thursday I worked. And I thought, boy, I bet that same guy is going to be sitting there in the front row. I better have a different song. So I wrote this song on the way down to the club.
I love the stories behind the music.
I wish I could still do that.
He's recognizing faces.
All the snow has turned to water. Christmas days have come and gone. Broken toys and faded colors are all that's left to linger on. I hate graveyards and old pawn shops, for they always bring me tears. I can't forgive the way they robbed me of my childhood souvenirs. Memories, they can't be bought, they can't be won at carnivals for free. Well, it took me years to get those souvenirs, and I don't know how they slipped away from me. Broken hearts and dirty windows made life difficult to say. That's why last night and this morning always look the same to me. And I hate reading old love letters, for they always bring me tears. I can't forgive the way they robbed me of my sweetheart's souvenirs. Memories, they can't be bought, they can't be won at carnivals for free. Well, it took me years to get those souvenirs, and I don't know how they slipped away from me. That's for Steve Goodman.
Excellent. Full house. Nice intimate venue. Good shot of the crowd. And he's right in the middle. I like that. So what's next?
Thank you very much.
All the best. People recognize it.
I wish you love and happiness. I guess I wish you all the best. I wish you don't do like I do and ever fall in love with someone like you. 'Cause if you feel just like I did, you probably walk around the block like a little kid. But kids don't know, they can only guess how hard it is to wish you happiness.
Be so nice to be there.
I guess that love is like a Christmas card. You decorate a tree, you throw it in the yard. It decays and dies, and the snowmen melt. Well, I once knew love, I knew how love felt. Yeah, I knew love, love knew me. And when I walked, love walked with me. And I got no hate, and I got no pride. Well, I got so much love that I cannot hide. Yeah, I got so much love that I cannot hide. Say you drive a Chevy, say you drive a Ford. You say you drive around the town till you just get bored. And then you change your mind for something else to do. And your heart gets bored with your mind and it changes you. Well, it's a doggone shame, and it's an awful mess. I wish you love, I wish you happiness. I wish you love, I wish you happiness. I guess I wish you all the best. Good luck.
Sweet song. Excellent.
Thank you.
Sessions at West 54th. Beautiful.
Iris, you sing these songs like you know them,
In spite of ourselves.
Well, I knew somewhere in the record I was going to have to get around to writing one. So this one here, I actually wrote it for a movie. I was in a movie last year, I guess it's coming out around Christmas. And me and Billy Bob Thornton play brothers in it, and Andy Griffith is our dad.
Andy is still around?
That makes me like
No,
Opie's
he's not.
stepbrother. So Billy Bob asked me to write this, or to write a song for the ending of the movie, and I asked him, I said, I said, I don't understand when you write a song for a movie. I said, are you supposed to talk about them or not talk about them? I said, because sometimes I go to movies and a song comes on, it's like your alarm radio went off in your hotel room, I said, what the heck's that song doing in here? So Billy Bob just said, So I just went and wrote this song here, and kind of based it loosely, real loosely, on a couple of characters in the film. It's called In Spite of Ourselves. She don't like her eggs all runny. She thinks that crossing her legs is funny. She looks down her nose at money. She gets it on like the Easter bunny. She's my baby, I'm her honey. I'm never gonna let her go.
Well, he ain't got laid in a month of Sundays. I caught him once and he was sniffing my undies. He ain't real sharp, but he gets things done. Drinks his beer like it's oxygen. But he's my baby and I'm his honey. I'm never gonna let him go.
In spite of ourselves, we'll end up sitting on a rainbow. Against all odds, honey, we're the big door prize. We're gonna spite our noses right off of our faces. There won't be nothing but big old hearts dancing in our eyes. She thinks all my jokes are corny. Convict movies make her horny. She likes ketchup on her scrambled eggs. Swears like a sailor when she shaves her legs. She takes a licking and keeps on ticking. I'm never gonna let her go.
Well, he's got more balls than a big brass monkey. He's a whacked out weirdo and a love bug junkie. Sly as a fox, crazy as a loon. Payday comes and he's a howling at the moon. But he's my baby, I don't mean maybe. I'm never gonna let him go.
In spite of ourselves, we'll end up sitting on a rainbow. Against all odds, honey, we're the big door prize. Oh, we're gonna spike our noses right off of our faces. There won't be nothing but big old hearts dancing in our eyes. There won't be nothing but big old hearts dancing in our eyes. In spite of ourselves.
Great song. Charming. She's cute, isn't she? Reminds me of Kiki D. You remember Kiki D? Wait a minute. Wasn't there a fourth song?
Boy, I love Irish Dement, man.
Hold on, y'all. Where's the fourth song? Oh, there we go. Okay. Link disappeared. Sorry.
I called her up and told her I had this song I wanted her to sing, and I said, Iris, some of the lyrics maybe might be a little questionable, you know. So I sent the tape and the lyrics to her, and I didn't hear back for about a week. Finally, I called her and I said, well, what do you think? I said, when I was writing it, I said, you were the one I had in mind singing the girl part. She said, yeah, you probably couldn't get nobody else. Sam Stone came home to his wife and family after serving in the conflict overseas. And the time that he served has shattered all his nerves and left a little shrapnel in his knee. But the morphine eased the pain, and the grass grew around his brain and gave him all the confidence he lacked. With a purple heart and a monkey on his back. There's a hole in Daddy's arm where all the money goes. And Jesus Christ died for nothing, I suppose. Little pitchers have big ears, don't stop to count the years. Sweet songs never last too long on broken radios. Sam Stone's welcome home didn't last too long. He went to work when he'd spent his last dime. And Sammy took to stealing, and when he got that empty feeling for a $100 habit without overtime. And the gold rolled through his veins like 1,000 railroad trains, and eased his mind in the hours that he chose, while the kids ran around wearing other people's clothes. There's a hole in Daddy's arm where all the money goes. And Jesus Christ died for nothing, I suppose. Little pictures have big ears, don't stop to count the years. Sweet songs never last too long on broken radios. Sam Stone was alone when he popped his last balloon, climbing walls while sitting in a chair. Well, he played his last request while the room smelled just like death. Well, an overdose hovering in the air. But life had lost its fun, and there was nothing to be done but trade his house that he bought on the GI Bill for a flag draped casket on a local hero's hill. There's a hole in Daddy's arm where all the money goes. And Jesus Christ died for nothing, I suppose. Little pictures have big ears, don't stop to count the years. Sweet songs never last too long on broken radios. Thank you.
Excellent. Fantastic artist. Such a nice intimate venue there. All right. Okay, so that is John Prine live. Very up close and personal there. Really nice engaging gent. And don't know what the specifics were surrounding his passing, but he looks healthy there. You know, of course, the runner would mess with everybody in different ways. But yeah, man, and I'm guessing that this was just a short while back. So it's just a guess, so we'll see once we get into some reading perhaps. But yeah, here you are, 1 minute, just full of life and just alive and kicking. And then something like the Rona comes along and just changes so much, man. It's incredible, how it's changed so many people's lives, this stupid bug. I'm sure you know somebody whose life has been changed by the Rona, or whose life has been lost. So, let's focus on the man. John Prine. John Edward Prine, October 10th, 1946 to April 7th, 2020, was an American country folk singer-songwriter. He was active as a composer, recording artist, live performer, and occasional actor from the early 70s until his death, and was known for an often humorous style of original music that has elements of protest and social commentary. Yeah, you talk about some great story writers, let me tell you. Born and raised in Maywood, Illinois, Prine learned to play the guitar at the age of 14. He attended classes at Chicago's Old Town School of Folk Music. After serving in West Germany with the U.S. Army, he returned to Chicago in the late 60s, where he worked as a mailman, writing and singing songs, first as a hobby and then becoming a club performer. Wow. You're my brother in arms. I was in West Germany too. Cheers to you. I got a pause for that. This moment. I was there when the wall came down. A member of Chicago's folk revival, Prine credited film critic Roger Ebert and singer-songwriter Chris Christopherson with discovering him, resulting in the production of Prine's eponymous debut album with Atlantic Records in 1971. One of the best music documentaries, I think it was a music bio, that I've ever seen was that of Chris Christopherson. You've got to look that up. Check that out. Chris Christopherson's bio. I think it's the Biography channel. Wow, what a really, really great documentary, hiding pretty much all of his greatness, man. But in this case, they exposed all of it. All right, sorry, where was I? The acclaim earned by this LP led Prine to focus on his musical career, and he recorded 3 more albums for Atlantic. He then signed with Asylum Records, where he recorded an additional 3 albums. In '81, he co-founded Oh Boy Records, an independent record label with which he would release most of his subsequent albums. Widely cited as one of the most influential songwriters of his generation, Prine was known for humorous lyrics about love, life, and current events, as well as serious songs with social commentary and songs that recollect melancholy tales from his life. In 2020, he received the Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award. Prine died on April 7, 2020, of complications caused by COVID-19 at the age of 73. In this day and age, that's not very old, man. In accordance with Prine's wishes as expressed in his song Paradise, half of his ashes were spread in Kentucky's Green River. The other half were buried next to his parents in Chicago. John Hampton, don't you live close to the Green River? John Hampton, let me know. I think you're the subscriber, patron that I'm thinking of that lives close to Green River. Let me know about that, John. So, John Prine, live from sessions at West 54th, is a live concert DVD released by Oh Boy Records in 2001. It was recorded for the sessions at West 54th television show and features a guest performance by Iris DeMent. The DVD release offers songs not shown during the half-hour television segment, as well as interviews with show host John Hyatt. DVD special features include a biography and discography. This DVD is one of the first releases from an independent label to be mixed in 5.1 Dolby Surround sound. AllMusic review by Ronnie D. Langford Jr. says, John Prine won over critics in the early 70s with a string of successful singer-songwriter albums and won over audiences with his charismatic stage presence. Although live albums have long been available for fans, sessions at West 54th gave Prine a chance to work his charm on a television audience. And in 2002, a VHS and DVD audience. The appearance coincided with the successful release of In Spite of Ourselves, and a number of that album's songs appear on this set. Prine begins his performance by reaching back to the very beginning of his career for Blow Up Your TV and 6 O'Clock News. He's accompanied by guitarist Jason Wilbur and bassist David Jacks, players who provide a simple and warm setting for these songs. Iris DeMent joins Prine in the middle of the session for a number of duets, including fine versions of In Spite of Ourselves and Let's Invite Them Over Again. Other classics, including Sam Stone and Hello in There, fill out the disc. Watching live from sessions at West 54th is a lot like getting a good seat to a Prine show in a small venue. Even without the visuals, however, this DVD sounds great and will make a fine addition to a fan's album collection. Absolutely. Yeah, good review, man. All Music's Ronnie D. Langford Jr. So, y'all, that concludes our look at a great man singing some excellent songs, telling some great stories in a really nice, charming way. So, before I bounce, let me just see what I got coming up, man. On this platform, I've got a few new patrons I've got to get to. Also, as well, Marco, Maurice, Bayou, Francesca. Got reactions coming up for you folks very quick. Running a little bit behind, but at the same time too, on this particular platform, the Beyond platform, even though there's not a lot of subscribers on it, there's a lot of patrons on it, and it has, where it comes to activity and frequency, in only a year, it's caught up to the classic rock platform where it comes to frequency. So on the classic rock platform, I've got about 100 patrons. 50 of them are active. On this platform, I've got around that much, and they're all active. So I've got basically a lot of patrons, around 100 patrons, active patrons that I got to look at and take care of. So I am cutting it off. I am not going to be accepting any more patrons for a while. I have reached my limit, and if I take on any more, I'll really fall behind. So this platform, the Beyond platform, has really grown in a certain way. Not the same way that the classic platform grew. The classic platform grew because back in 2018 when I started, unbeknownst to me, it was the middle of the whole trend on YouTube of reactors doing and starting reaction channels. So I guess I came up at a time where it was everybody starting their channel. I didn't know this. And so from that wake and that momentum, my platform grew. And then when the Led Zeppelin factor kicked in, boom, it just spiked like hard. So that's the way that platform grew. This particular platform is growing fast, but in a different way, not so much by the subscriber base, but the amount of active subscribers and especially active patrons on the platform, to the point now where really quick, within a year, I have maxed out on this platform and I can't take on any more patrons. So that's where I'm at where it comes to this platform. So and that's another reason why I'm now encouraging a lot more patrons to consider not being patrons and actually going the route of PayPal and occasionally, sending me the odd reaction. So because I'm at my max, right? It's a good thing, but it can turn into a terrible thing if I don't monitor and keep it in check. So I just wanted to kind of give you guys a little bit of an update about that. Just off the top of my head, I don't know, it just came out. So I've got a couple of soul grooves. I've got some progressive metal. I've got some Latin grooves. I've got some funk grooves. I've got some country and folk jams. Got all kinds of stuff coming up, man. It's just such a mixed bag. It's unbelievable. And recently, I've also had a tremendous amount of reactions to Radiohead and Tame Impala. So there's a lot of more of that coming up too. And of course, I know that there's a Tool reaction coming up. So there's a mixed bag of things happening, basically. But anyway, back to John Prine. Yeah, man, this gentleman, don't know much about him, but I just know that he was very well regarded, and I can understand why. He's got a lot of great abilities where it comes to songwriting, lots of charm, and I like his nice dynamic with a very small grouping and a very small crowd. That's a really nice venue there where you can get very intimate, and that was a really good time. Made me wish that I was there. Anyways, Rob, thanks very much for this. This was really nice, man. What else was I gonna say? There was something else I was gonna say. Oh yeah, that's for the classic platform, so I'll keep that to myself. I'll wait until I get onto the classic. So thanks very much for joining me. Thanks for this recommendation, Rob. I really enjoyed this, man. And it's so sad that we've lost such a great performer. And like I said, 73 is not that old in this day and age. So he is definitely a gone too soon contender. So you guys have yourselves a good one. Take care, and peace to you, sir. Appreciate all that you've done for the world of entertainment and good songwriting and good music. Have a good one, everybody. Take care, and I'll catch you in my next reaction. Peace.